Garp versus Kuzan was absolute cinema. My goodness. So One Piece pulls it out of the bag again. That was crazy. That was so good. So let's draw Garp tribute to Garp. Unbelievable, that fight. Like, and then Toby's impact and everything. Anyway, it was great. So let's do Garp Galaxy Impact in his blue shirt with the blood on the face. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. Well, sometimes I do, and I apologize. So Garp's head, 3/4 pose. He's like big back, big guy. So let's go. So we're gonna start with his frowning sort of eyebrow here, right? And we're just gonna do a tick. He's got like real hairy eyebrows, and they just kind of spike up this way. A couple of spikes on the end, and then they go back down. Right. So you got like a couple of wrinkles and frowns and stuff here, and then the other eyebrow goes the other way. And it can be sort of wavy, you know, if you've watched the way they animate it, it is sort of wavy sort of lines, and there's veins on his head and everything. It's really cool. Okay. It's kind of the angle of his head now. So his eye in here is looking out from underneath his eyebrow, right? So we got like eyelid line just here. A little sort of spiky. Like that, and then a sort of half circle just underneath the eye here, underneath the eyelid, sorry. And then his pupil just in there, right? He's an old dude, right? So sort of wrinkles and eyelid lines and all this kind of stuff coming around the eye. And of course his scar as well. We'll just do this first. Right, so one piece, so kind of like his nose, let's say like the side of his nose will just come down, so wrinkle down here. And then one piece they just kind of do noses kind of like this. Right, they kind of do these two lines down the middle. And then like the tip of his nose is kind of pointy, sort of across his mustache, sort of here. And it comes back around. And sometimes they put some hatching and stuff on the nose there. And then his other eye. It's kind of fun drawing the One Piece style like this, because it is kind of wavy, so you know it suits the way your hand kind of goes. Suits people with shaky hands like me. So his other eyes in there. And then half circle, sort of just in under here, looking up. And some wrinkles and stuff around. Okay, so big mustache, big bumpy, kind of goes around his cheek. Really cartoon-like, sort of just bumpy, like a cloud on his face. And then seems to come down around his chin. And his mouth being here. The big sort of side of his face here. So that's not his mouth. His mouth is in here, right? This is like his start of his beard on his chin, which is real bumpy as well. Right, so his teeth are in there. His like big mouth teeth. The other side is like here. Okay. Then One Piece style big teeth. And then his bottom lip is kind of pretty big as well. And he's got some like wrinkles around his mouth on this side. Okay. And then jaw sticking out here. Comes up. And then he's got like his sideburn just going up that way, and then his ear comes down here. And ear lines inside. And then that big scar he's got. Remember, if I'm going too fast, just pause it. And then go again. And I'm adding a bit more detail than the show did. So he's got like some more sort of wrinkles coming down here. And then we can see the side of his face here, like his sort of cheek coming out to his brow, and then back for his forehead, which is kind of wrinkly as well. So he seems to have like all sorts of wrinkles and stuff coming across here. And then his hairline is kind of just this zigzag sort of thing. Like so. The blood that comes down his face is just done in red color. You could draw it in if you wanted, but it's just like bumps down his cheek. I'll just do it with red. And he's got like blood on his neck and stuff. Now, so his hair. So we'll go, I was nearly moving on to his body. So we can see a bit of his ear on this side. Forgot about the hair. Just this, it's standard sort of spiky anime hair. Short spikes coming around. Kind of like shark fins, that's what I always think of. And hair moves, especially when they're doing like an energy attack, sort of like this. So don't worry if all the spikes aren't in the exact right place as mine. Because even the animators don't do that. So go easy on yourself. Don't make things harder than they have to be. Spikes in here. You know, there's a bit of wiggle room in terms of hair. So, big body, right? Massive. So we can see his collar. Gets a bit bumpy here, I think. Well, everything's bumpy with the way they animate it. And this is like just his blue shirt collar. And then we can see sort of neck going this way. And then like his chest coming around in here. He's got like a tie or something wrapped around his other collar, which the other collar kind of flows off this way. And this is kind of going like wavy. And I'm just doing this kind of real loose. I'm not worried about it too much, especially this stuff. because again, it changes like so much in the show. Even you do it any way you want. So his anatomy, like his shirt is like real loose, so it goes like this way, like crazy. And he's got like big shoulder, so there's like, and this hand is like really stretched out real far, right? So it's all foreshortened is the term, the technical term. So it's like it's all these curved lines wrapped around the arm, which takes up most of this blue sort of area, right? So you'll just start doing these big sort of curves to represent the shoulder and the arm, right? So say for example, like this will be like probably the biggest one because it's the top of his shoulder, or more or less close to it anyway. It just goes off the page, right? And then there's like some faux lines going this way for where his back is. Right, and then you just kind of fill this then with like all these curved lines, and maybe like some hatching like that. Whoever draws for a One Piece loves doing these things, like little things like that, little sort of bullets, sort of boom, boom, boom. If you're watching this anime for One Piece, good job, whoever you are. It's awesome. His back, right, is real big, so it goes like, it's almost like there's another person in here. So it goes like around, but it's obviously just the shirt flowing. Right, and then this is like where the hand is going to come out. And like when you're drawing fabric, like another sort of line is like this, like a hook, which like instantly makes it look sort of fabric-y for some reason. So we can just see his knees. In there. And then his fist. So he's got like a loose sleeve and then a fist. So the fist is like just in this space. You can go higher or lower if you want, but I'll just put it in here, right? And you just do 4 knuckles, right? So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Your middle knuckle always protrudes faster. So if you had like a ruler or a straight edge, that one touches your straight edge first. See, it sticks out the most. And then the fingers. So each one of these is a finger, and you have 4 knuckles on the end as well. Pinky is always the smallest. And then lines like this for each finger. You could have some knuckle lines just there. Thumb underneath. Sometimes it's on top, but in this instance, where's his wrist go? That way, I'd say. So then, yeah, we'll go here. Thumb. That. Right, and then his wrist disappears sort of into his bumpy, frilly sort of sleeve here. So it's like blue sort of sleeve. His arm is tucked right in. Right, so I want to do sort of an impact shape. So you could draw it in, or you could just do it with color. I'm just going to sort of draw it in just to help with where, like, just guide me when I'm adding a bit of color. So I'm just going to like do this sort of arrow pointing down, and then this side, so we'll go like out that way as well. And then something like it coming onto his head. And this will be just like glowing yellow, and sometimes they do this around, going into it. So like, yeah, that looks good. Okay, and like some debris, movement, air, leaves, whatever you like doing in the background. Garp, is he dead? I read the One Piece manga, but there's been so much, I can't remember. I can't remember if he died. So, hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.